Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. In today's video I'm going to show you 20 new features in iOS 16 that we already have on our Pixel phones for a while and what are the differences between Apple's and Google's version of the same feature. But before starting, let me remind you to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get notified about my upcoming videos. And now, let's jump in. Let's start with the things you can do in your photos and videos. In iOS 16, when you open the Photos app, then go to Albums, scroll all the way down, you will see a lock next to the hidden and recently deleted albums, which means you can lock both using your Face ID or passcode. And to hide a photo, all you need to do is to open it, tap the ellipses at the top right corner, and choose Hide. By this, your photo will be hidden inside the locked folder. We have the same feature on Pixel phones for more than a year now. All you need to do is to open the Photos app, go to Library, then Utilities, scroll down, and you will find Locked Folder. Tapping on it will require your fingerprint or your PIN. And to move your photo to the locked folder, all you need to do is to open it, swipe up, and you will see the option over here. But iOS 16 has the edge for also allowing you to lock your recently deleted folder, which is not the case on Android. But in Android, you also have a feature that iOS 16 doesn't have, which is the ability to move the photos directly to your locked folder from the camera. The second feature in iOS 16 is the new Duplicates album, which will automatically identify duplicate photos in your gallery and gives you the option to merge all of them at once or select whatever you want. Then it will delete the low-quality photos and only keep the original. We have this feature in Google Files app for years now. All you need to do is to go to the Clean tab and scroll down and you will see Delete Duplicates. Tapping on it will allow you to select all of them at once and move to Trash. But it also has the edge because it can identify the memes, it can identify blurry photos, large files, and downloaded files too. Number 3 is the ability to search for text in your photos. And for example, I'm going to search for 2022 and we have now a new section called Text Found in Photos. And this is something we already have in Google Photos for years. When you search for the text you want, it will immediately show you the photos. But Google Photos has the edge for allowing you to search for photos using emojis. So as an example, this is the beach emoji. And as you see, I'm getting some photos over here, which is something you cannot do in iOS 16. Next, the iCloud Shared Photo Library. Unfortunately, this feature is not yet available in iOS 16 beta to show you on camera, but it will give you a new way to share photos with a separate iCloud library that up to 6 users can collaborate on and contribute to. Users can choose to share existing photos from their personal libraries or share based on a start date or people in the photos. A user can also choose to send photos to the shared library automatically using a new toggle in the camera app. Additionally, users will receive suggestions to share a photo that includes participants in the shared photo library. Every user in the shared photo library has access to add, edit, delete, or favorite the shared photos or videos, which will appear in each user's memories and featured photos. In contrast, Google Photos works in a different way. It will allow you to create auto-updating shared albums that will allow you to select unlimited number of people and pets, not only 5 like iOS, and every time you take a new photo for them, it will be added to the album. All the edits you make on your photos will be shared with others. It will allow you to like, comment, and add photos to your favorites as well. And under the album options, you can choose to allow others to add their photos too and turn off the photo location sharing. On top of this, you have partner sharing, which will allow you to share photos with only one person, which is your partner. And under the settings, you can choose what type of photos you want to share. You can select certain people, or you can choose to share all photos. On top of this, you can choose a specific start date. So in Android, you get pretty much everything in iOS 16 with the ability to share with more people, but it lacks the direct sharing from the camera app. The last feature to talk about in this chapter is the ability to copy text from videos in iOS 16, and this feature only works in the Photos app. As an example, here's a video with text, and when I pause the video and then tap and hold, as you see, I can copy it and do other actions too. We have this feature on Pixel phones for so long and it's even better. So here's my Pixel 6 Pro and let's start with the same scenario from Google Photos. This is the same video I showed you on iOS, so I'm gonna pause it and then go to the recent apps. When I tap and hold on text, as you see, I can copy it and do the rest of the actions too. But what's better here is the ability to do this on each and every app. So here's YouTube and it's playing the same video, and when I tap and hold on the text, I can still copy it, not only in Google Photos, and that will give you much more flexibility. So these are 5 new features in iOS 16 Photos app that we already have in stock Android for a while and the differences between them. There are even more to talk about in this video, but let's take a quick break with today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by keysfan.com. From here you can purchase the latest versions of Windows, Microsoft Office, or even buy them together as a bundle to save money, in addition to some useful computer tools. For demonstration, let's purchase Windows 10 Pro OEM key. Just click on Buy Now, then Add to Cart, then View Cart, expand the Apply Discount Code section and put VDE 50 in the text field and hit Apply to get extra 50% discount on your order. As you see, you can get Windows 10 Pro OEM key for $7.58, which is insane. For Microsoft Office and the bundles, you can use VDE 62 to get extra 62% discount. To complete your purchase, click on Proceed to Checkout and complete the purchase using your preferred payment method. Then you will be redirected to the confirmation page. After a few minutes, you will get an email with the product key and you are done. If you need help, there is a customer service team available 24/7 with lifetime after-sales support. For the purchase links and the promo codes, please check the links in the description below, and now let's get back to the review. Now let's talk about iOS 16 Dictation. Now it automatically adds the punctuation, type emojis, and allow you to edit text using the keyboard without the need to stop the feature. This is much better when compared to the previous versions of iOS, but assistant voice typing on the Pixel 6 models is miles ahead. In addition to adding the punctuation and the typing emojis like iOS 16, you can also use voice commands to edit your text, like deleting the last word, clear the last sentence, clear all text, undo actions, and more. It can even help you to fill in a form or the email fields without the need to touch the keyboard. I did a whole comparison between the two features that you can see its link now on the screen if you want to know more. And in this part, the edge goes to Android. Now let's talk about some random new features in iOS 16 and their alternatives in stock Android. The first one is under your Wi-Fi settings. When you tap on the info button, now you have the option to tap on the password, authenticate using your Face ID, and it will give you the option to copy the password to the clipboard and share it with others. While in Android, you have more options. You can copy it to the clipboard, share it via QR code, or nearby share, which is better. There is a new haptic feedback while typing that you can activate under the keyboard settings, which is also available in stock Android. The Contacts app in iOS 16 can now detect the duplicates automatically, and it gives you the option to merge all of them at once, and this is something you can do in stock Android as well. And when you try to share a contact with others, now you have the option to choose what fields to include before sharing the contact, similar to what we have in Android. Next, Siri in iOS 16 can now hang up calls. To activate the feature, head over to Settings, then Siri and search and look for Siri Call Hang Up. Once you activate the toggle, you will be able to hang up FaceTime and normal phone calls. So let me show you how it works. Hang up the call. On Pixel phones, you don't have the option to hang up phone calls using Google Assistant, but you can answer or decline calls without the magic word, and here's an example. Answer.
Answering.
Next, live captions. This is a new feature in iOS 16 that can caption any media playing on the device, like videos, video recordings, podcasts, and more. It can also caption FaceTime calls, and as an example, here's one of my videos that I'm gonna play while activating the feature. As you see here, I have the live caption window at the bottom of the screen that I can place anywhere. I can also activate the full screen view, or I can pause the feature and then minimize it and dock it to any of the sides. Also, you can use your mic, and instead of captioning whatever playing on the device, you can caption your own words using the mic like this. Hi, this is a test. If we're gonna compare this to Android, the iOS version looks much better. First, the text is bigger and easier to read. You can see the app icon. You have a full screen view, which is missing from Android. And also, you have this waveform that makes the window looks better. When it comes to the functionality, the iOS version will give you the option to use the mic, which is missing from the Android version. But on the other hand, Android does give you a lot more features that are missing from iOS. The first one is the ability to translate your captions on the fly. all you need to do is to tap the ellipses and turn on the translation, choose one of the available languages like German for example, and in this case it will not only view the captions but it will also translate them in your preferred language. Not only this, but live caption on the Pixel 6 models can caption your phone calls and it will allow you to see what the other person is saying and you can reply back using the keyboard. And I created a separate video talking about this feature, so you can find its link now on the screen if you want to know more. Finally, live captions on iOS only supports English for now, but on Android you have 6 different languages to choose from. You have German, English, French, Italian, Japanese, and Spanish. So when it comes to the functionality, I will give the win to Android, but on iOS it looks much better. Now let's talk about the Mail app. In iOS 16, Apple added 3 new features we already have in the Gmail app for a while, and the first one is the ability to schedule send messages. All you need to do is to haptic touch on the send button, like this, and you will get the option to send at the morning or send later, and in this case it will give you the calendar to choose the date and time. On Android, you can tap the ellipses and you have the schedule send option. But in this feature, iOS has the edge because it can work with any email address. But to access this feature on the Gmail app, your email address should be at gmail.com. But if you are using anything like Outlook or Yahoo, the feature won't work. The second feature is the ability to undo send. So when I tap on the send button on both, as you see, I have an undo button that will revert the action and takes me back to the email draft. But unfortunately, this feature is only supported with the Gmail accounts on Android, not with every email address like on iOS. Lastly, in iOS 16, you can set email reminders and get notified whenever convenient. All you need to do is to swipe to the right on the message and then tap on later. You have multiple options here, or you can choose a custom date and time. That's exactly the same thing in Android. All you need to do is to go back to your inbox and then tap on the email message, tap and hold, and then tap the ellipsis button, then tap on snooze. So that's pretty much it for today. Those are the new features I spotted in iOS 16 that we already have on our Pixel phones. Please let me know in the comments if I missed anything. But for now, thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.